My name is Chris, and today in this video we will talk about swamps. Now first, what you may be asking is, what is a swamp? Well, a swamp is a forested area that has been permanently filled or covered by a massive amount of water. A swamp can also be when a river has been taken over by forestry. Like how you can see on the picture to the right, which shows water covering all of the ground, trees growing everywhere, and grass growing all randomly. Swamps can also be found across all continents except Antarctica because it's too cold. And soil in the swamp can be very soft, allowing for animals to bury themselves to protect themselves from predators. Now moving on to the climate. The temperature of a swamp can vary significantly depending on where it is in the world. In warmer climates, it can average to around 76 degrees, whereas in colder climates, it can average to around 30 degrees. Rainfall can also vary extremely from each swamp, with some getting as little as 6 inches of rainfall a year, while others get around 200 inches of rainfall a year. In the picture to the right, you can see how a swamp is being flooded by the amount of rain that it is getting. Now, looking at some of the organisms in a swamp, we have one of the more common ones, being a frog. A frog is an animal that will look for small creatures and bugs in order to get food. Now, in order to get these foods, they'll need to be sneaky. And something that they do is they hide themselves underwater with having only their eyes above the water. As you can see in the bottom right picture, that's a frog hiding under the water trying to disguise itself so that bugs and small creatures can't see it coming. So what it will do is when it sees one, it'll pop out of the water and grab the creature with its tongue, allowing for it to eat it. This is one of the ways that a frog is able to thrive in this environment. Since there's water everywhere, it can go anywhere, go underwater, and sneak up on small creatures. So the next organism we'll be talking about is an alligator. An alligator will also be hunting down smaller creatures, but not quite as small as a frog. They'll be hunting down more smaller-like animals. And in order to do this, what it will do is, due to the fact that a lot of animals, to hide from predators, will burrow underground, the alligator will think about this and burrow underground before other animals do. So when other animals will go underground, the alligator will pretty much be waiting for them, and then it'll attack them when they think that they're safe. All it needs to do when doing this is keep its nose above the ground, because the nose is how it breathes. It breathes through it. And because of this, since there are so many creatures that try and burrow underground and try and protect themselves, an alligator thrives because it's able to get so much food from that. Now moving on past organisms, we have threats to the swamp biome, which one of the threats can be pollutants that are used in such things as fertilizer, human sewage, and pesticides. And when stuff like this can get into the soil or the soil around a swamp, it can lead to soil degrading, leading to things such as what you see in the picture to the right. Along with that, there's the addition of invasive species, which can lead to food chains being affected. And when food chains are affected, it can change the whole ecosystem, leading to some species going extinct or having significant changes. One invasive species is what you can see on the bottom right, which is the Lythrum salicaria, which is a type of grass or flower. Some ways that we can combat these threats are reducing or eliminating the use of pesticides or fertilizers used around swamps. We can also try not to bring species that do not belong in the biomes, because that'll significantly change the ecosystem. We can also limit and ban the hunting of specific plants and animals that are endangered. And we can also try to protect those animals that may be in danger of going extinct. On that note, that'll wrap up my biome project on swamps. Thank you so much for watching.